What was recited in the first rak'ah was from the chapter of Al-Ma'idah, and it was speaking about particularly when Musa was ordered to go back into Palestine with the people with him, was ordered to go back into Palestine after it was conquered by those that were from Egypt. And subhanAllah, I'll recite the verses and then I'll mention the portion. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says after وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ اذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ. And when Musa said to his people, remember the blessings of Allah upon you, إِذْ جَعَلَ فِيكُمْ أَنْبِيَاءَ, when He's made you anbiya and made you kings. وَآتَاكُمْ مَا لَمْ يُؤْتِ أَحَدًا مِنَ الْعَالَمِينَ. He's given you what has not been given to any people from the Alameen before. يَا قَوْمِ ادْخُلُوا الْأَرْضَ الْمُقَدَّسَةَ الَّتِي كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. O my people, enter the holy land that has been written for you. وَلَا تَرْتَدُّوا عَلَىٰ أَدْبَارِكُمْ. And do not turn on your heels, for verily you will be of the losers. And this is so important of what's going on now. لَا تَرْتَدُّوا عَلَىٰ أَدْبَارِكُمْ. Do not turn on your heels, for you will be of the losers. Do not turn your backs. Do not be afraid. قَالُوا يَا مُوسَى إِنَّ فِيهَا قَوْمًا جَبَّارِينَ. O Musa, there are some treacherous people, overpowered, jabbarin. وَإِنَّا لَن نَدْخُلَهَا. And we will never enter. حَتَّى يَخْرُجُوا مِنْهَا. And we will not enter it until they leave. فَإِنْ يَخْرُجُوا مِنْهَا فَإِنَّا دَاخِلُونَ. If they leave it, then we will enter. Then two men said, قَالَ رَجُلَانِ مِنَ الَّذِينَ يَخَافُونَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ وَادْخُلُوا عَلَيْهِمُ الْبَابَ. There were two people that were from amongst them. They said, enter the bab, enter this door of Palestine. فَإِذَا دَخَلْتُمُوهُ فَإِنَّكُمْ غَالِبُونَ. And if you were to enter it, then you would be of those that would be, I want to get the correct translation here. If you were to enter it, then you would be of the victors, in the ghalibun. And then he says, وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَتَوَكَّلُوا إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. And that's where it happened. And upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be of those that trust in Him. So right now, subhanAllah, I was yesterday with a brother, that his brother is from the Valley Ranch community, and he's trapped in Rafah. Y'all probably heard. There's people that are trapped in Rafah. There was a sister that sent me a message about a week ago, and she asked if our community, ICC, the youth could write letters. I don't know if y'all received that. So the youth could write letters to those in Gaza. So this sister, she sent me a text yesterday, and I put it on the WhatsApp group. She is trapped in Gaza as well. Okay? So they're trapped in Gaza. So you're hearing from these people, and when hearing from the brother that's trapped in there, the brother that I was with yesterday, he was saying that subhanAllah, he himself went as well. Some of you know Mahmoud Sabah in Valley Ranch. He's there now. He's trapped. His brother, I was with yesterday, he was there, and he left before this happened in Rafah border. And he was saying, subhanAllah, we've heard so many times that we've learned a lot from the people of Gaza, but he said, subhanAllah, they're calling me. He said, particularly there's this one Imam named Imam Abdullah, he said the musalla is like the room of our audio center, and it's packed. And this Abdullah, he knows he's well versed in the Quran, he knows the qira'ats, he's well versed in the Quran, and he leads the people. But he says, subhanAllah, as soon as you leave the musalla, it's just, he said they aim for their legs. I'll tell you that much. When they aim for the women particularly, they aim for their legs. He said, so when you're seeing a lot of them, they're legless, and there's this one body parts out here. It's just, subhanAllah. So when leaving from that musalla, you're seeing all of this mayhem, you're seeing all of this. And he said something, subhanAllah, which I heard from a young girl in a video. He said, it's good if we hear the whistling of the bomb, of the drones. He said, we feel safe when we hear the whistling of the drones. Why do you think that is? Because if they hear it, they know it's not going to affect, they know it's not going to hit them. Because if it was to hit you, you wouldn't hear it. So he said, when we hear it, we feel a sense of security at the moment. So he said, subhanAllah, that was the best time of my life and the worst time of my life. The best time of his life, because he saw all the ayat and the hadith in action. Right? And he was there, he was a nurse. He was helping people. I mean, he never would have anticipated that this would be in this situation. But in the worst time of his life, because he's seeing that he's leaving this, and that the situation that the people are in. So when I recited this last portion of the verse, وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَتَوَكَّلُوا إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ, and for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, trust in Him if you are truly of the believers, إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ, which is beautiful. Trust in Him. Only the ones that will trust in Him are the ones that are the believers. So if you're a believer, you will have this tawakkul. If not, there won't be. So when seeing, subhanAllah, as he was mentioning the brothers and sisters there, their trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when there's absolutely nothing, and at any moment, they don't know what can happen. But their ultimate trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as what these two men told the people that were afraid to go into Palestine at that time when Moses ordered them. We see that the trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very, very important for us here. But subhanAllah, when seeing the manifestation of their trust, it's amazing. If I just remember the video, some of y'all saw the man trapped in rubble and he was praying in the rubble. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen at that moment. So this is a normal story for them over there. But when we see it, it's by the qadr of Allah that a camera was put on it, and we just get a glimpse of what is normal over there. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those that we have our ultimate trust in Him. And when we pray, whether it's in our sujood or whether it's in our cars on our way to work, when we're thinking about them or thinking about life in general, that we make dua for them, sincere dua, that Allah protects their iman, protects their faith and their trust in Him, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.